Hi everyone, this is my first tutorial. Today I'm going to be doing clean, fresh face. You probably saw the picture that I have in my many faces video, the very first one, and this is pretty much what I'm going to replicate today. So I just washed my face and it's a little bit dry, so I have a homemade little concoction. It's a little mist bottle. And all that's in there is brewed chamomile tea. It makes the skin feel fresh. It's got a really light, fresh smell and calming. So if you have a lot of redness in your skin, it's really good for taking that down and keeping you nice and refreshed. So I'm going to do that. This is kind of my daily routine. Then one of my favorite products ever is the Strivectin SD eye cream. I use it around the eyes, and I also put it pretty much anywhere I have frown lines or any sort of wrinkles that I don't want. And I use my ring finger because it's the least pressured one. Pretty much do it anywhere. But I want to preserve my skin as much as possible, and I don't want any lines on my face till I'm like 60. This product really is magic. I used to have a lot of lines right here because I like to smile a lot, and now they're pretty much gone, and I get carded a lot. All right. Now normally I would use a moisturizer all over, but for the sake of this tutorial, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix foundation along with a moisturizer. So I'm basically making a tinted moisturizer to put all over my face. So there's my little palette, and I have my moisturizer right there. And then I have my liquid foundation right here. And what I'm going to do is I'd have a little bit of foundation with a teeny tiny touch of moisturizer. And I just start putting it all over my face with a concealer brush. You can also do this with your fingertips. If you're in a hurry, I'll just literally mix it between my fingers and apply. It's actually not bad for you because the oils from your fingers heat up the foundation and they blend even better on your skin. I kind of start from the middle and go out, as you can see, because I never want to see, you know, those lines that some ladies get. Not fun. Then I put some a little bit on my eye area just to even everything out. There we go. See? Nice, even, and glossy. So, the next thing I do is I use the Lorac Tantalizer, which you can find on my blog. Absolutely love this product. It smells absolutely delicious. I want to eat it. You can use it all over the body, but as I mentioned in my blog, I just like to put it on my cheeks a little bit. So I dab just a tiny little amount. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. Tiny little amount on my cheeks and just kind of get it in there. Just gives you a nice, healthy glow. Works pretty much like a self-tanner at this point. If you have smaller lips like me, what you can do is use a teeny tiny amount and put it right at the top of your lip. Mix it in. Careful not to put too much because then it'll look like you're just too oily, and that's not good. So there's that. Then this is especially good for when you're living in warmer climates like Los Angeles. I'm going to use a cream blush that I put right over. You could just kind of dab it. And this is great because it doesn't move. It stays with your skin. You're not going to have streaks like you would with a brush if you're in a hurry. Because this is a pretty simple, clean look you can do in the morning for the daytime. This is exactly why I'm doing it in natural light. My favorite light to do makeup in. Some of my other tutorials that I'll be doing for evening looks and such, I will be doing in the evening with an actual setup light. Okay, so then we're going to take some powder, and I like to use a little tiny powder brush like this. Just a little bit of translucent powder. I like to put it in my eyes just to set and do a nice base for the shadow. Take a little bit of the shine down in my forehead. The nose, totally shiny right now. That's better. Not too much though, because you still want to have a little bit of a glow. And I tend to get oily right around these parts here, leaving this whole pretty sheen. As long as light bounces off my cheekbones, I'm happy. Forehead and nose, the whole T-zone, not so much. So, as you can see, my eyebrows are pretty thin. So what I like to do is fill them in. I would suggest getting a shade lighter than your brows for this. A shade maybe lighter than your hair if it's dark. If you're blonde, probably stick to a shade that's pretty much within the range, because sometimes it can go on darker than what you really want. I use kind of like a taupey gray on my eyebrows. And I use an angled brush like this, angle. And tap the axis off. And I like to start with a corner here. Start filling them in from the very bottom. And I like to wisp it out just a little bit. And then start filling in through the middle and kind of wisping it out to the top. You want it to look natural. I prefer to use powders on my eyebrows just because they look more natural and they stay a lot better, and pencil just looks really fake to me unless you have a really, really, really skinny, tiny one. Ta-da! Now we have more brows. Okay, so then this is the really easy part. Personally, I'm going to be using Kat Von D's True Love palette, and I'm going to be using Peanut. And it's a really light iridescent color. It looks a lot lighter on camera. But what I'm going to do is use a nice flat brush like this, round it. Just put a little tiny bit of it on, tap off axis or excess, and start get it right in the lash line and just kind of come out. Go up and get it in the corner there, just to brighten up the eye a little bit more. And start from the middle and kind of swoop up just so it's not too much up there. Another thing you can use with a great Lorac Tantalizer product is that if you want to do an all cream-based look, you can actually put that in the eye area too, and it just gives you a nice warm glow. What you can do is push it down a little bit, take it down to your cheekbones to give you a little bit more of a glow. Just smooth it out a little bit. Ta-da! Then we can curl our lashes. Little ladies are very scared of this instrument. I love it, so you can tell the difference. I'm not naturally blessed with very long and curled lashes, so I need a little bit of help. So what you do is you start from the base and you just kind of walk it up. So it gives you a pretty curl and it doesn't look like somebody bent your eyelashes straight up. So from the side you don't get a crazy curve, and if you do, I just like to pull out a little bit on the ends. Then I'm going to use my lash builder, because again, I'm not blessed with really long eyelashes like some of you. I just take that in through the ends. Then take my mascara. And go right on top of that. Okay, last but not least, I like to use a nice soft kind of pale pink and very sheer lip gloss, even though right now I'm totally into matte lipstick and matte shadow and everything. This is the first tutorial, like I said. There will be many more to come. For the sake of this clean look, we're going to do a nice sheer lip. I think I want a little bit more bronzer. So I'm going to use this guy. I'm going to use a nice fat brush. I have my Cargo bronzer. Doo-doo. I don't think these are even out anymore, honestly. But I'm totally in love with it. I'm milking it for all I can. It's a nice fat brush. Tap off excess. I like to use do it in my temples and just run it all the way around. And with this, you can always layer on more. So start slow. And there you have it. This is the nice clean look you can do any day of the week. Going into work, going out for brunch. Nice and sheer. When the sun hits you or any kind of light, you have a clean, fresh look. And that's it for my first tutorial. If you have any questions, please feel free. The website is www.belleface.com. You can also reach me at belleface.wordpress.com. And you can feel free to ask me any questions. And I'll be able to answer them, I'm sure, through future tutorials and email, comments, anything. Ciao.